are now tuned in to the Free Play Media Podcast Network.
We are live. Chris Denman, and I'm solo today. I've got Michael.
And I'm offended because you're solo. I'm half black, and the black guy doesn't show up.
I know, man. What the hell's going on?
I don't know what's wrong with your black people over here.
I think maybe it's one of those things where he thinks you're going to get more attention than him. Your mother, Korean.
Yeah.
I think he thinks that gives you a minority edge.
It does. I'm too. I will get hired before him.
Correct.
They can
well,
check
you
out.
show up. So that's big,
well,
too.
that's what showing up is. Yes, I will show up to the. That's my Asian side. I go, oh, you better be at work on time.
Yeah, exactly.
My black side's like, nah, man, I want to be late. And my Asian side is like, no, you be on time. So I'm on time.
So you settle for poignant and on time and cool.
That's right. That's right. Where you're, what's his name? Travis?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a late name. You say you wouldn't think Travis would be on time.
Travis Terrell also.
Oh my God.
Right. Yeah.
That's really late.
Yeah,
that's late.
That's like he might be here tomorrow.
That's like a F name. Mm-hmm. You know, that's just a late name.
You've done a lot of work with. You're very well known for pop culture, things like that.
Oh, yeah.
You've done stuff with Kardashians, right?
Yeah. What do you want to know about pop culture?
No, do we compare Travis in this sense to the club date that maybe your Kardashians get paid $150,000 for? They show up 4 hours late. Come in, have a drink, take 2 pictures, and it's gone.
The difference is people want to see them.
That's true.
Nobody wants to see Travis.
That's a great point. It needed to be said.
And nobody's going to pay to see Travis.
Can you go on to whatever TV hit you do next in LA and be like, I was in St. Louis, nobody wanted to see this Travis guy,
you know what?
And on to the next thing.
I will create, if I ever have a sitcom, Travis can be the guy behind the fence. You'll just never see him.
I like that.
You know, I'll talk and I'll never get an answer because he's not there.
Yes, great.
You know, like, what's his name? Tim Allen had. The guy behind the fence.
Wilson, the
Travis
neighbor.
will be Wilson, but Travis.
Yes, exactly.
And he'll never be. I'll be like, so Travis, what's going on? Nothing. Silence.
Michael is at the Funny Bone all weekend long. It's going to be fun. There's some new bars over there. It's going to be a good time.
I heard they redid like a bunch of stuff out there.
It's funny because things go in cycles too. Like even you live in LA, correct?
Yep.
Like how crazy is it that like for example Brentwood or not Brentwood? Sorry, where did the Rams build their stadium? Inglewood.
I have no idea.
Inglewood.
I hate the Rams.
Yeah, thank you. Good, we do too now.
Oh, good. I hate all. I'm from Houston, and we just won the World Series. Thank you
congratulations,
so much.
by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah,
because we put the beat down on the Dodgers, and that made me very happy. And I'm wearing my Astros hat in LA, and then it's nothing but shame on their faces.
I was gonna say, are you like sitting next to Kate Upton when that happens, and you guys are just kind of like, we got
and
this.
then we start making out, which is weird.
Right?
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, when her man is on the team. Yeah,
right.
No. I watched it on TV with my wife at home, and but the next day. All through the series, I was wearing my hat every single day. Just getting dirty looks.
And then too, if you go to, and I've been to Chavez Ravine while the Cardinals are playing, if you go, you get a lot of stink eye if you're not wearing Dodger blue.
Oh, absolutely.
And every 5'3" fan thinks that they're going to step to you too. And it's like, you're a big guy too. And it's like, I don't think so, pal.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing. Sporting events can get dangerous, and Dodger Stadium is not a nice place.
No,
Let's be
it's
honest.
a terrible area. I remember we went and we were like, oh, we'll grab a beer before having not been to the area before. We're like, oh, we're all Cardinals out. Of course, we're going to the game.
They're we look like
idiots. We walk into like a hipster bar, like the only bar we could find, and they were like, I'm like, where's your like area where you guys drink before the game? It's like, drink? No,
but I'm just saying, going to Dodger Stadium to me is dangerous.
Yeah,
like I don't mess around with that place. So you're braver than me, but I'm just so happy the Astros won, and I root against every LA team.
Good, that works for me.
Clippers, Lakers, Rams. I think they got the Chargers.
Yeah,
I hate them all.
Yeah, think they have the Chargers is the correct way to put that because everybody's like, huh?
Yeah, are they going to Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Raiders.
Raiders.
I don't even know. I'm so confused.
It would not surprise me if they went back to San Diego. So Houston. Are you doing any stand-up dates there soon?
In Houston, well, I'm working on. I'm shooting a special in March.
Congratulations!
So I don't know if we're going to do it in Houston or not. I haven't been to Houston on purpose in 4 years.
Really?
Because I want to. I want it to be special when I go back, but I don't know. If I don't shoot it in Houston, then I'm going back next year.
I'm a fan of Houston as a city. You guys have so many concrete overpasses, though. I've never seen so many overpasses in my life.
There's nothing but road there, man.
It's everywhere.
Literally, you can drive an hour and still be in Houston.
Yes.
Like, that's how big it is.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And it's like, no, you're in Sugar Land. I'm like, it's the same thing.
Thing, man.
So, okay, so you haven't been back since the hurricane and everything else happened, right?
And that's another thing, man. I went through Hurricane Alicia. I remember it hit me so hard because I saw all those kids in the rafts. I got picked up in one of those rafts when I was like, I believe I was 8 years old.
You did?
One of those rafts came because our first floor was flooded. And I was like, Daddy, what are we going to do? I was on his shoulders and a raft pulls into our front door and takes us to the YMCA or wherever they took us. And it was so traumatic. Like, I was just like, my wife was like, why are you crying? I was like, this happened to me. And it was a little kid just like, it just
8 years old in a rescue raft with your dad.
With my dad and mom. Yeah.
That's insane. Do you have any siblings?
No.
Just you.
Just
okay.
me.
So they got the whole clan
They got
out.
us all. And it's one of those things that just always stick in my head because I was so scared because the water was rising and a raft came. And so when people talk bad about the Red Cross, and I'm sure there's different schemes you can find on the Red, but it means it's something special to me because I actually saw it in action and I was a part of it.
Right. You're here today possibly because of it.
Yeah, and it was a scary moment for a little kid,
I can't imagine. I have dumb stuff like I got thrown off a horse when I was really young, but that's still not. Yeah, that's not rising waters into your living room.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
You know about you're from
Did
Houston.
Red Cross save you after you fell?
Yeah,
did
well,
they come by in a raft?
Yes, they did. Yeah, after they were on a 4-wheeler. We were on a farm. Right. Yeah.
Look at this kid. Fell off a horse.
Yeah,
Pick him up.
that's rural Missouri. Yeah. Red Cross for you.
Red Cross is on 4-wheelers. Huh?
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
a new thing. I like it.
I got to know this. So you're at the Funny Bone all weekend, like we know.
2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow.
I love that, and you don't have to do the Sunday shows. Yeah, that means he's got a good deal.
That's right. I only do 4 shows everywhere I go. I'll do Friday and Saturday because I have an 8-month-old now, so I try to get home. Yeah, I got to get back, man.
You got a early flight on Sunday morning.
And to be honest, that's the worst, waiting for one show on a Sunday. You're like, what am I doing?
Interesting crowds show up at Sunday shows too.
Yeah, but you know what? The Sunday shows, I will say this, it's people that really want to see comedy.
That's good.
Those are real comedy fans that come up, but it's just waiting around. I remember I ended that when I was in Kansas City. It was snowing all day. Couldn't go anywhere, and I was waiting for one show.
Were you at the Improv or?
Yeah, at the Improv, and I was like,
up by the airport, and just the most.
Oh, it's just disgusting. I mean, not the club. The
club's nice.
No,
yeah.
but it's just like it's in a nice area too.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm never waiting around for one show again.
That's a smart move. But that's good. You're out there on so many different platforms.
Yeah.
And so. That could be interesting too. I've never seen your stand-up like live.
Oh, it's amazing.
So, well, that's what I've heard. Yeah, your publicist says the same thing. That's weird.
Beth loves it. Yeah. and by the way, if you don't like stand-up, I am the coach of the Blues, Michael Yo. That is me.
Yes.
So you can actually come out tonight, and I will be talking about hockey.
Right. Yeah.
And,
you'll get done with the game tomorrow night and then do your 2 shows.
I got a game tomorrow night. Yes, I have a game tomorrow night.
Look at him playing coy.
Yeah. I'm just, I don't like to brag about me coaching the Blues, but what time do we play? Do we play here tomorrow night?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Tomorrow. 6 tomorrow night against Toronto. I believe my first show is at 8. So I will be leaving that game a little early for coaching.
Well, that's why you have assistants.
I do have assistants.
Yes.
So thank you for that.
Yeah.
How many do I have?
Many.
Many assistants. Who's my big star?
Tarasenko.
He's coming by the show tomorrow night too.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Tarasenko.
Yes.
So like Cinco, like 5?
Yes.
Cinco, Spanish?
He's Mexican.
Russian. Yeah.
Russian Mexican.
Russian Mexican. Mexican.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, Cinco. He's coming. Who's another big player?
Brett Hull.
Yeah. No, wait. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he lying to me?
He's like 50. He's retired.
Oh, see,
if you said Brett Hull's gonna be there.
You know what? I knew it just didn't sound right. Brett Hall.
I didn't
see. I caught your lie.
I didn't mask it.
I'm the coach. I know my players.
Right.
I just was as a test to see if you knew the players.
And that's why you're so impressive, Mike.
Thank you,
Mike Yo, coach of the Blues.
Thank you. You know what? You never thought you were getting the coach of the Blues.
I didn't, and I have a hockey nerd sitting to my right, and I've been telling him to book you, and he came through.
We look. It's so funny when you see me on stage. I look a little different. At the games, I'm white, kind of bald, with glasses on. Here, I look almost like black
taller.
and Asian.
Yeah. Yes.
It's
absolutely.
weird what the lights can do. Yeah. It's
Okay.
weird. Yeah.
So when you're not coaching hockey at your stand-up
That's all
shows,
I do is coach hockey.
Well,
I
when
love
you,
hockey in the Blues.
When you moonlight away from the Blues, what's your crowd like? Is it people that know you from E? Is it stand-up fans? And could that could present some issues? I could think.
Well, it's people. It's everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, because it's gonna be packed.
It is. Yeah.
Sure.
It's a mixture. I would say it's everybody. It's really because because people
I can
don't
see
know
a lot
what
of people's
I am.
first time.
So they're
I don't
like,
know.
"What is he? Let's go see this guy."
Yeah.
You know, because I think he's black, but maybe not. Maybe
Right.
he's Asian. Maybe he's Puerto Rican. Maybe
Like I trust him. I think
he's Hawaiian. I don't. Maybe Samoan.
that could be, and especially in LA too. I could see a lot of Hispanic people throwing the "hola" at you.
Oh yeah, hey, hola, hey, ¿cómo estás? Bien, You know, I'm all about that, man. So I'm everybody. Maybe that's what I'll name my special. What am I?
Look
What
out for it
am
this
I?
fall on Netflix.
That's
Yeah.
right. Coming this far.
I could absolutely see some people just giving your credits and what you're known for, and you do a lot of entertainment reporting. I could see a lot of people's first time at a comedy show being your show.
And that happens. Like I was talking, not to name drop, but I was talking to a very
Please, first of all, give me
Kevin Hart, boom.
as many things that I can tag in the blog post for keyword searches. Please, go
I
ahead.
was talking about to Kevin Hart, and he goes, "Do you realize you're touring the country, and people come to see you, and they don't really know you're a stand-up comedian?" He's
Yeah.
like, "That's phenomenal. Just that's people liking you on television."
Well, how long have you been doing stand up?
7 years now.
Okay, so you're 7
And
years.
Jo Koy is my mentor, and Chelsea got me in the game.
Yeah. Okay. So Jo Koy is amazing. I've swam in the koi pond personally.
Oh,
yes.
great.
Yeah, great
Yeah.
guy. He's had us on his podcast out there. Love Jo Koy. The entertainment, like if you watch his show, I think that maybe somebody like you who's talented, good-looking guy can get up there and perform. His style of stand-up is perfect for you to maybe learn under, like you're saying,
We're the same.
because he does half a damn karaoke show on during his stand-up.
Well, I tell everybody, Jo Koy is the best live show you will see. Because when you leave the show, you don't feel like you saw stand-up.
Got a big old smile on your face,
Yeah,
too.
you're like, I was entertained. This was a show, not a stand-up. It was a show, and that's what I'm getting to the point of, and that's what I want to. You know, right now my set's tight because I'm getting it ready for the special, but there's a lot of crowd work. We have fun with the crowd, but it's a thing where like being under him and seeing he helping me grow, and to have that guy.
He's good about that too,
And he's the most wittiest person I've ever met in my life. So fast.
He's
so
very fast.
So fast.
Who's his? I'm an idiot because I'm. Who did he bring out on the road with him? Who's got a ton? King
Batch.
King Batch. Yeah,
Huge on social media.
yeah, huge on social media. Jo Koy absolutely helping him out, and
Absolutely.
then the white dude on his podcast who he brings out with him too, blonde hair. You know him, sure, right?
Blonde hair.
You know who I'm talking about? He's always wearing a flat bill. He's around
Oh,
Joe
you know,
all the time.
yeah. I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. But it felt like he was mentoring them.
That's what
as
he.
well.
I mean,
Yeah.
but Chris D'Elia came under Jo Koy.
Chris D'Elia is
Jason
huge.
Collins.
Yeah.
There's so many people that open up for Joe that's moved on.
Yeah, and it's really cool to see that because you have those trees of people that are just like, okay, this is sprouting off from here, and it leads
He's
back
so
to one way.
supportive. Like we talked yesterday. Well, he said, "Can you perform with me tonight?" He's doing a show tonight in New York City. I was like, "Oh, I'm in St. Louis."
Yeah.
But he's always trying to get me on his shows and stuff.
That's
like that.
fantastic.
I love him.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
And so, how's your morning been here in St. Louis?
It's great, man. We went to a donut shop. No, it's great donuts. Vincent Van Gogh Donuts or something like that.
I did it. Thank you for
Have you ever been
shouting
to a
out the people who don't pay us. But
I love your donuts.
I'm joking.
I should have brought you a donut.
You should have. And look at me. I'm gonna love a donut, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
I see what you're pushing.
But
there.
you could have got two.
I could have.
Because what's his name didn't show up.
Travis did. Oh, okay. Yeah, Travis didn't show up. I could have got both his.
See, Beth, we should have brought a donut. It's so inconsiderate. Now I feel bad that I went to a donut place.
You know what? And
Yes!
absolutely. And our friend interviewed
Tim
you. Yeah,
is buying the donuts.
I literally he is so busy now, and we're busy as well. We had to schedule lunch 2 weeks out, and I was like,
you're
I'm
so
really
LA now.
putting we're really doing this in our Gmail accounts, Tim.
No,
this is what we're doing.
That's Hollywood. That is so Hollywood.
He was out there for like 2 minutes. So
People
that's what it
in
is.
LA do not have lunches. Or it's scheduled. Everything's a meeting.
Has to be,
it's
right?
pathetic. Like you can't call anyone in LA and say, "Hey, let's meet at 5." Like, well, let me live maybe 2 weeks. I'm busy.
I don't always believe him either. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're just tweeting and hanging out in your living room.
Can I tell you what I hate about LA?
Please.
LA? People get credit for stuff they don't even do in LA. How many people say they're actors? Like literally, this guy told me he was an actor. I was like, oh, so what have you been in? He's like, nothing. I was like, so he said, I act in class. I was like, you're practicing. You're practicing.
You're
an
a waiter. Whose hobby is learning how to act. Maybe
it's like people that just claim stuff. Like that's like me saying, oh, I'm in the NFL. Oh, what really? Yeah, Madden 2017. Yeah, I'm great at it, man.
That's exactly what I do.
It's like ridiculous. Like that's one thing I hate about LA.
Not a fan of it. So we got Beth here. Are you doing the edging up? We need to go move. Okay, we good on schedule. So we're making sure we're good on time.
Beth plays the SmackDown, man. When it's time to go,
I love Beth.
Beth will let you know.
I will. I'll start getting texts. She'll be like, "Rap."
Oh no, she'll just yell it out. It's time to go.
She'll
like, let's go.
She'll also, but if the interview sucks, hasn't ever happened to me. I've seen her yell at other people like, ask better questions.
Yeah, she does that. She does that.
It's embarrassing for them.
I heard she just tells the comedian, let's go.
Yeah.
Like in the middle, let's go.
Rap it.
Yeah. Just pull somebody. We're done.
Yeah.
We're done here.
You got the hook. So where do you perform at a lot in LA? Is it Comedy Store?
Comedy Store. Yeah. I got a brand new show I'm kicking off Tuesday night at the Comedy Store. Angela Johnson is on it.
Yeah.
Jo Koy's popping by. It's already sold out, I think. But we're doing it I like the small rooms. I like the belly room.
Yeah.
It's one of my. It's that room is fire when it's packed. And
that's what you hear.
80 people.
Yeah, 80 people. And what's so amazing, a legendary place. Yeah.
What's so amazing is you'll get huge names. And only 80 people can get in. So that's what I love about the room too.
Yeah.
Nobody really makes money. So Jo Koy can't be like, hey, I sell 25,000 tickets in Hawaii. It's 80 seats, dude. You want me to get you $800?
Yeah.
And then they feel like a dick and they're like, okay, well.
Who did I hear? Somebody, are you familiar with Brendan Schaub?
Yeah, he's on the show too on Tuesday.
Oh, that's the show you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, how's his stand-up? He's headlining.
Can I tell?
He's been doing this. I will not ever doubt that guy.
Now, are you on the hating side right now?
No, not at all.
It sounds like a little bit of hate.
No. I would say I will never doubt that guy.
I've never seen a stand-up, but I tell you, there's comedians that think they're comedians. I'm not talking about Brent, but there's a name out there floating around. And
give it to me.
No, this guy was really big on, and now he's doing stand-up. So it's a thing where, hey, try it. And you know what I found out about comedy? It's so subjective.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I love Bill Burr.
Sure.
But there's a big comedian that I'm not a fan of. But if I said that out loud, people go, what are you talking about? You don't like that. But it's so subjective.
I get why you hate Louis C.K., man. It's not a big deal.
It's not even
about. It's not a big deal,
I don't
dude.
even know.
Listen, Dane Cook was rude to you once. It's not a huge deal. It's okay.
I'm not saying anything. Cosby. I don't like his comedy. No.
I do. I love the Greg Fitzsimmons ploy that he was just going to steal all of as punishment. Like you guys get to all do Cosby's jokes now as punishment for the horrible things he did.
I tell people, like, people say, describe your comedy. I'm like, I want to be between Jim Gaffigan, because I'm a family comedian, and Bill Cosby before the rape. I want to be right there.
Right. That's a good way to
that's my style. I want to be able to come out, sit in a chair, and just talk.
First of all, I think Jim Gaffigan, man, that guy has such a good reputation with even with other snobby comics, I would say. It was like, you can't challenge his chops.
No, you know you're doing good when you're selling caravans.
Right.
Like you're a family comedian when you start selling caravans.
Yeah, and you still get to tell silly jokes.
Name another comedian that's ever sold a caravan.
No one.
Jim Gaffigan.
That's it.
Money. Like, you got to be so family oriented where companies like, God, what can we, I like him so much. I want him to, caravan. That's what you put a family in. Let's Jim Gaffigan.
That's right. So let's go back to this. Brendan Schaub. I wanted to talk about this because he has done so well, and he's a former fighter. He's with Brian Callen on Fighter and the Kid. I think he's headlining comedy shows now.
He is,
but
from the podcast.
And that's so fantastic, too. And I don't care if he's piecing it together or whatever. If you can find a way to make money in that business, like,
that's what it's about.
Then that's what you're doing it right.
Well, let me tell you, I started, since Chelsea got me into comedy, I had a big radio show in Miami.
Yep.
And I would promote my shows on the radio and sell them out. I use my platform to start my stand-up career.
Why not?
Why not?
So radio, as far as the business now, you see radio stations, and I'm friends with Gina Grad. Are you familiar with her? She's on 100.3 The Beat or something. Does stuff with Carolla on Adam Carolla's podcast. Her station's shutting down too. Are you happy to be out of even at the highest levels? I would still be nervous sometimes with the way radio goes.
Well, I'm on
as
Sirius,
we sit here and we have our own
Sirius
radio show.
XM.
Yeah, you are now,
So
but you came up through radio, right?
Clear Channel. That's not. I'm glad I'm out of that type of
Correct.
radio
Yeah.
because one thing I've never had a better job than Sirius XM. Hits one. It's so I don't have my. I've talked to my boss 3 times.
That's fantastic.
I've been on the air almost. I've talked to him 3 times. He's come in 4 times, I think, and we talked 3 of those.
Yeah.
And the rest is like it's fine.
Just
like
popping
literally, and since it's gonna sound bad, but since there is no ratings, they just go by if they like the quality. They go by if the response of the people. You know, and that's so good to be like, oh well, people don't really care about this because we got research. Here's the thing about research radio, people. If you ask people, do they want to hear talk or music in the morning? Of course they're going to say music. But if you break down every market, the biggest morning shows that talk the most rate the highest in the morning because they're talking about things people want to hear about. So it's a loaded question.
Absolutely.
You know?
I saw it too, and maybe you want to weigh on this, maybe you don't. I thought this is crazy. Lil Duval, are you familiar with him?
No.
Was on. He's a comedian. He was on Breakfast Club. Now losing out on shows because of a transgender answer he gave to a question. That's just crazy to me.
Well, I mean that's a thing where I was with on my radio show. I put a lot of comedians. I was with Eliza and we had Brad, and it's a thing where now. I guess because my comedy is so positive and different. Like I talk about any comic that you hear talk about negative about a subject, you'll find me find the reverse and talk positive about it. So my thing is I always own up to everything on stage.
Right.
And I don't use the comedy excuse, it's comedy. But you're starting to see comedians, they have to own up to it. You can't use the comedy shield anymore.
You don't think so?
I don't think you can.
I just feel like it's so crazy.
Because I'm not saying that's right or wrong.
Yeah.
I'm saying
it is what it
society won't let you. Like if you go on stage and say something that is offensive to transgender, even if it's funny, the only a couple people can get away with it. Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, but you have to be really, really, really rich because it won't affect you.
Right, because
if you're coming up and you say that, you won't get network jobs, you won't get booked at clubs, you won't.
Right.
So yeah, Dave Chappelle can say whatever he wants and he'll make it funny.
Yeah.
Chris Rock says you can say whatever you want as long as it's funny. And I'm gonna add, as long as it's funny and you're loaded with a lot of money.
That's a good way to put it.
Because you have no sacrifice. You're not losing out on anything. Even if put it like this. Dave Chappelle made $40 million from 2 Netflix specials.
Right.
If no TV show or anybody booked him ever again, he can sell out doing stand-up.
Sure.
Chris Rock can do the same. For a person just starting their career or maybe in the middle of their career that's about to break, they still need all that help. So they can't say what those people can say.
Yeah, makes sense. Michael Yo, my man, thanks for coming by.
Hey, can I pimp my website?
Please.
MichaelYo.com. Go MichaelYo.com/hookup, and I'm going to give away a couple pairs of tickets.
Look at you.
That's what I do.
That's right. He's at the Funny Bone all weekend long. I checked out the website. Lovely photo of your family as you as a child. Yes.
That's right.
I love it.
That's what it's about, man. And next time I come, can the black guy be here? Terrell?
We'll see if he's Travis Terrell.
Travis.
I think we would get
TT.
We've become a very a hot spot for black comics,
yes.
But for
and
the longest
black
time,
comics.
and half black.
Hey,
yes,
half black lives matter too. Come on now.
Thank you. Needed to be said. But it's just the point is, if he would go by Terrell Travis, I think that gives us more street cred.
Terrell, yes,
yeah,
we
right.
Need to
say
flip
it. Say it meanly.
Terrell Travis,
right, and then Travis Terrell.
Terrell. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You don't want to do that, guys. Go see Michael Yo. Check out the website.
Come see me.
Check. What's your Twitter handle?
At Michael Yo. Everything Michael. Because I was
You're
at
smart.
the beginning of the game.
Yep.
It's not the real
Michael
Yo. Or
comedy guy Michael Yo.
Michael Yo. Or no, Michael Yo.
That's We Are Live. And
by the way, that's YO. That's not YOE like the coach.
No.
Even though I am the coach.
Yes. So let's not mix those up.
Tomorrow night, 6:00, be at wherever we play. We play Toronto.
The rink.
The rink. Thank you. And then I'm heading over to the Funny Bone to perform, and a couple of my big players are coming out.
Play. See you then.
Yeah. Wear your blue.
Thanks for checking out Michael Yo here on We Are Live. If you haven't yet, rate and review us. Subscribe, however you get your podcast. iTunes. Very important that you rate and review We Are Live, and check out St. Louis Live, National Bag Radio, Let's Get Comfortable, band from Ringside. And then on the St. Louis Live feed, there's the Game Time Drive Time podcast for all your pre-game, blues needs with Jeff and Brad. Hey, got to say thank you to Barrel Beard and Tattoo Oil, great sponsor of ours. Be sure to order that online, Barrel Beard and Tattoo Oil. Wonderful for your skin, wonderful for your hair. Can't even talk, it's so good. It gets me so excited. Also, Neovitin, our friends, be sure to use Travis 12. That's going to last a couple more days here on November 3rd, and we're going to have a new promo code for you when you order on Amazon. And our friends at Presence Float Center. Be sure to get your mind right at Presence Float Center. Hope you enjoyed Michael Yo. Thanks, everybody, for listening.